Ever wonder how a woman becomes an icon, a symbol of grace and strength in the face of adversity? As we delve into the life of Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy Onassis, affectionately known as Jackie O, we find a woman who exemplified these traits and much more. Jackie Onassis was not just a First Lady of the United States, but an influential figure who continues to captivate the world. Her charm and elegance were undeniable, yet it was her resilience that truly set her apart. She was a beacon of strength in times of national crisis, a figure of inspiration and admiration, and an embodiment of the American spirit. Born on July 28, 1929 in Southampton, New York, Jacqueline Lee Bouvier was the elder of two daughters in a wealthy and socially prominent family. Her childhood was one of privilege, yet the seeds of her future strength were planted early on. Her parents' marriage was troubled, and the divorce that followed left a young Jackie to navigate the complexities of her changing world. Despite these challenges, she excelled in her studies, showing early signs of the intellectual curiosity that would later define her public persona. She was a voracious reader, a talented writer, and a budding historian, traits that would serve her well in the years to come. After graduating from George Washington University, Jackie began working for a local newspaper, where she honed her writing skills and developed a keen interest in politics. Little did she know she was laying the groundwork for her future role as one of the most influential First Ladies in American history. When she married John F. Kennedy in 1953, she was thrust into the limelight. As her husband's political career took off, so did hers. Jackie was not just the wife of a politician. She was a partner, a confidant, and an advisor. From the quiet suburbs to the bustling White House, Jacqueline Kennedy was about to step onto the world stage. Thrust into the limelight, Jacqueline Kennedy was not just a First Lady, but a beacon of hope and sophistication. In the early 1960s, she became the epitome of American elegance as she stepped into her role as First Lady. Her style, grace, and intellect captured the hearts of many, both at home and abroad. Her influence extended beyond the White House, permeating the worlds of fashion, culture, and the arts. Her impeccable taste in clothing was emulated by women worldwide, making her a fashion icon of her time. She was the embodiment of chic, with her signature pillbox hats and tailored suits becoming symbols of the Kennedy era. But Jackie's influence wasn't confined to fashion alone. She was a passionate advocate for the arts and culture, and under her stewardship, the White House became a hub for artists, writers, musicians, and intellectuals. Her efforts to preserve and showcase the historical and cultural richness of the White House remain appreciated to this day. In the midst of her duties as First Lady, Jackie faced trials that tested her strength and resilience. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, her calm and composed demeanor provided a sense of stability and reassurance to a nation on edge. Her grace under pressure was a testament to her character, demonstrating her ability to maintain a composed exterior even in the face of immense tension. Perhaps the most heart-wrenching of these trials was the death of her infant son, Patrick Bouvier Kennedy, just 2 days after his birth. Despite her personal grief, Jackie bore her loss with dignity, her strength providing solace to mothers across the nation who had experienced similar losses. In the face of personal tragedy, Jackie Kennedy remained the nation's graceful First Lady, a symbol of resilience and strength. Her tenure as First Lady was marked by both glamour and grief, yet through it all, Jackie Kennedy remained an emblem of hope and sophistication, forever etching her mark in the annals of American history. On November 22, 1963, a date etched in the world's memory, marked a turning point in Jackie's life. On this fateful day, the world watched in shock as President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. The nation came to a standstill. And at the heart of this tragedy was Jackie Kennedy, who was sitting just inches away from her husband when he was struck. In the immediate aftermath of the assassination, Jackie Kennedy displayed an incredible strength and composure that left an indelible mark on the world. Despite being in the throes of personal grief, she managed to hold herself together, understanding that she was now the symbol of a nation in mourning. She was a rock, a beacon of calm in a storm of chaos and confusion. As the world grappled with the loss of a beloved leader, Jackie took up the mantle of managing the nation's grief. She planned a funeral that was watched by millions around the world, a funeral that was dignified, solemn, and befitting of a great leader. Her strength and grace during this period of mourning helped to comfort a nation in shock, showing them that even in the face of such a tragedy, it was possible to carry on. But let's not forget, Jackie was not just the First Lady, she was also a mother. As she navigated the nation through its grief, she was also dealing with her own personal loss and the task of explaining this tragedy to her two young children, Caroline and John Jr. Her ability to protect them from the harsh glare of the public eye while helping them understand and cope with their father's death speaks volumes about her strength and resilience. In the face of unimaginable loss, Jackie Kennedy once again displayed unshakable strength, becoming a pillar of hope for a grieving nation. Her courage and composure during this crisis underscore her enduring legacy as a woman of incredible strength, grace, and resilience. In search of solace and security, Jackie surprised the world by stepping into a new chapter of her life. The year was 1968, a mere 5 years after the tragic loss of her husband, John F. Kennedy. Jackie Kennedy, the former First Lady of the United States, became Jackie Onassis. She married Aristotle Onassis, a wealthy Greek shipping magnate, in a private ceremony on his private island Scorpios. The union created a global sensation, with many critics accusing Jackie of marrying for money and security rather than love. However, it was a decision Jackie made not just for herself, but primarily for her two young children, Caroline and John Jr., who had already endured so much loss at such tender ages. The criticism she faced was harsh and relentless. From the press to the public, many questioned her motives and integrity. But Jackie, as always, held her head high. She faced the world with the same elegance and grace that had made her a beloved figure during her time as First Lady. This period of her life, often referred to as the Onassis years, was a time of great personal transformation. Jackie O, as she came to be known, was no longer simply the widow of a slain president. She was a woman carving her own path, determined to protect her children and preserve their father's legacy. Her life as Jackie O was far from the political spotlight she had once been part of. She was now a private citizen, living primarily in Greece and Paris, focusing on her children's upbringing and education. It was during this time that Jackie truly embraced her role as a mother, providing a stable and loving environment for Caroline and John Jr. Through it all, Jackie O remained a figure of fascination and admiration. She handled the criticism with grace and managed to keep her children away from the harsh glare of the media. Her strength and resilience were a testament to her character. Despite the controversy, Jackie O navigated her new life with grace and dignity, always putting her children's needs first. Jackie's story, particularly the Onassis years, is a testament to a woman's ability to reinvent herself in the face of adversity while maintaining her dignity and prioritizing the well-being of her children above all else. What does it mean to be an icon? Jackie Onassis' life offers a compelling answer. The journey of Jackie Onassis, from her time as First Lady to her years as Jackie O, is a tale that continues to captivate the world. As the First Lady, Jacqueline Kennedy was more than just a political figure. She was a symbol of elegance and sophistication. Her influence stretched beyond politics, reaching into the realms of fashion and the arts. Jackie's style was an embodiment of her personality, unapologetically chic yet understated and approachable. Her fashion choices, from her iconic pillbox hats to her signature oversized sunglasses, continue to inspire designers and fashion enthusiasts alike. But Jackie's legacy isn't confined to her sartorial influence. She was a passionate advocate for the arts and historic preservation. As First Lady, she worked tirelessly to transform the White House into a living museum, showcasing American art and history. Her efforts brought the cultural heritage of the United States to the forefront, making it accessible to everyone. After the tragic assassination of her husband, President John F. Kennedy, Jackie showed the world what it truly meant to be resilient. Despite her grief, she held herself with dignity, providing strength and comfort to a mourning nation. Her courage during this difficult time solidified her place in presidential history. In her later years, Jackie Onassis continued to leave her mark. She became a respected book editor, once again proving her commitment to the arts and culture. Her marriage to Greek shipping magnate Aristotle Onassis brought her into the international spotlight, earning her the moniker Jackie O. Yet throughout her life she remained fiercely private, adding to her enigmatic allure. From the White House to Scorpios, Jackie Onassis remains a symbol of grace, strength and resilience, her legacy as enduring as her spirit. Whether as the First Lady Jackie O or simply Jacqueline, her influence is undeniable. Her life, marked by both triumph and tragedy, serves as an inspiration, reminding us that with grace and resilience, one can leave an indelible mark on the world.